Hey everybody, this is Josh again, and we're doing some live drawing once again on Android. This is the Galaxy Note 8, I believe, with the S Pen from Samsung. And we're using the Autodesk SketchBook app that's available for free on the Google Play Store. I've just got a square canvas here, and I'm going to use some of the features and just kind of narrate as I draw a little sketch for October as we're getting closer to Halloween here. So this is just my first layer here. I have the basic pencil selected from the Legacy collection here, and I've got a red color to start sketching with. And I'm going to use some of the symmetry tools. I'll just leave it right there in the center, and I'm going to start drawing a cauldron, like a witch's cauldron here. So here's the opening here. There's going to be a little bit of a lip, and I keep this first like under drawing very, very loose and sketchy. This is going to be a big cauldron pot thing. I really like how quickly you can get things to look perfectly symmetrical. And I'll turn the symmetry off here in just a second so that I can do something different on each side. But I've got an idea for sort of the composition I want. And I want to have maybe some candles here, one on either side. So I'm just going to quickly sketch those out. I'll have like a old school like handle on these candle holders here. Very, very stylized. All right, and I'm going to turn off my symmetry because I want to put like a witch's hat right here in the front. And this is very similar to how I would start something on paper using like a colored pencil or just a lead mechanical pencil, something like that. And very, very loose, sketchy. And basically what this allows me to do is I'll start a new layer here. So here's a clean layer here, so I can hide my underdrawing here. You see it's completely blank and clean. It's one thing I really, really like about digital drawing is that I can use layers rather than like, erasing pencil lines and that kind of thing. I can still get the kind of look that I'm going for. So I just switched to the inking pen. I really like this pen for ink. Makes sense. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start drawing all of my foreground stuff, but I might just lower my opacity of my sketch layer here just a little bit. Go back to my ink layer, and I'll start with the stuff that's not going to be symmetrical. So the hat, and I can zoom in just a little bit here and kind of start creating things with a little bit more detail. I have this kind of band around the hat like this. And now I can kind of pick and choose and reinterpret some of my line drawing. So I kind of want this hat to look old and kind of crumply. And so what I usually do is just really try to get the impression of things rather than, I'm not drawing anything from a photo. This is just kind of from memory and from, making it up as I go. Which is really what I love about drawing in general, is that you can make things that don't actually exist in real life. I like to use this fill tool to like quickly get in some large areas of black. All right, we'll go ahead and do these candles because I don't want them to look exactly the same. I want them to have some uniqueness. I'll put a little shadow here underneath the wax that's melting. Some ashes or sparks coming off of that. A little bit of smoke or something coming off the candle there. And I want that candle to be like behind the cauldron, so I think what I'll do is go ahead and turn on my symmetry mode again and refine this cauldron here. So and that's just going to get filled in, but I'll do that once I turn off the symmetry. You can see my lines are a little bit shaky, a little wavy. I don't really mind that. There is like a predictive stroke that you can turn on, but like I said, I kind of like, you know, keeping things a little organic, even though we're in a digital realm here. This really does sort of mirror what I do on paper. All right, so you can see here I'm going to turn off the symmetry and do this other candle over here, just so it looks a little bit different than the other one. Maybe this is really melted here. We'll do these little bases, very, very simple. Little geometric shapes mostly. The few lines is kind of indicating some texture on those candles. And then what I think I'll do is I'll put a few little bubbles in this cauldron. And maybe there's some bubbles coming up. And I think I'm also going to do, I do this sort of Mike Mignola thing just to kind of, you know, create a bit of contrast and some impression of background here. So there's just a couple of lines, but what I'm going to do is use the fill tool and fill these areas in. That's not what I wanted to do. And make sure that these lines are completely connected. There we go. And I'll hide my underdrawing there, and you can see just how clean that looks. And I see a couple other places that maybe need to be filled in with black. Right there. I'll just fill this one. There we go. And then we got a cauldron, a witch's hat, a couple of candles. Put some ashes coming off of this one. And there we go. And from here I can go up here and just either share it to my device. It saves that as a PNG or JPEG, or I could upload it right to Instagram from here. So just another quick little doodle sketch from my phone, which is a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing this. Thank you guys for watching. Look for more videos to come on drawing and all kinds of creative things. Bye for now.